What's good, y'all? It's your boy Frankie T, and in today's episode of Convos with Frankie T, I just wanted to talk about celebrating small victories. Something that is very much overlooked, but in today's society, which I believe from social media, most likely because people want to show their highlights, people tend to get into things and want instant gratification, instant success. And, it's been really troubling to see it. And sometimes I even experience it myself. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. You pick up a basketball, people want to be the next LeBron James in that second, or you pick up a camera and you want to be the next, Cole Bennett, or, if you're a tech guy, you want to be the next tech lead, you know what I'm saying? But, I just wanted to bring 3 things that I personally do in my own life and what I feel like could help other people just by doing small things, small steps towards your goals to get to that point of where you feel like you're successful, or at least go down a path where you're getting that psychological, surplus of accomplishing something. So the first thing is I like to set small goals, small daily goals. So, say for example, you want to save money, you want to save $1,000. If you've never done something like that before, you can start to, set that goal like, hey, I'm going to, set this goal of every week I'm going to save $50, $50 a week, $50 a week, $50 a week, something very easy or something easy enough for you that you can see it in the foreseeable future for you to do. That's what I will typically do and recommend people doing in order to get that slow snowball effect, like how Dave Ramsey talks about, because when you want to set a big goal, it can oftentimes overwhelm you and you may become a little bit afraid because it's like, dang, like I've never done this before, and you may go through the journey and feel like you're not accomplishing anything and you just end up quitting. So I feel like, setting very, very small goals, I think is the most important thing that you can do. Now, the second thing that I recommend doing is to reward yourself. So say maybe if you're doing this $1,000 savings goal, as we mentioned previously, you can say, hold up, if I save this $1,000, let me go take myself out to eat. Maybe I can go to Benihana or something, spend some money there and have a great meal with friends, family or something, and just enjoy. Or maybe you don't want to spend that much money. Maybe you just want to go get something that you enjoy. I don't know. Maybe you like to, go to the gym, or not to the gym, but something fun that you can go do, bowling or something, a hobby that you like to do, or go kayaking, and say, hey, I'm just gonna go bring some friends, we're gonna go to the bar and drink or something. Just find some tangible way to reward yourself. Another thing I like to do when it comes to this with rewarding yourself is, say, for me, I trade. So I trade the foreign exchange market. So whenever, say, when I made my first $100, I withdrew that money and I bought myself a pair of shoes. Something that I can see now and say, hey, these shoes that I got right here is a product of the hard work that I put in. I see it. I bought this. It's tangible. I can feel it. I can touch it. I could sell it, whatever. I can do whatever with it, but I see it there. And so it'll bring that psychological boost that, hey, I started trading. I made money from a market, from sitting down and analyzing a chart, made money. Let me get something tangible to show that this works. So that's just a little food for thought for me on, how you can really start to see the growth and what you're doing, and really start hitting those goals on those bigger goals that you have, that you want to accomplish in the foreseeable future. The third and the last thing, because I just want to keep this as short as possible, is that you should probably want to change your perspective. You want to change your perspective and just be introspective about anything that you got going on in your life. You want to be able to look at a situation and say, like for the example with the $1,000 that you want to save. If you've never done it before, you want to start thinking, because when you ask your brain, or when you ask yourself, how can I do this? When you start to ask the how, your brain starts to think of many different solutions of how you can get the savings to $1,000 or whatever you want to put, whatever scenario you want to put in this whole thing. You know, in this example, I'm just making the $1,000 savings in a month one, you know, because that's something that I did before. You know, you can think about ways you can save. Like, maybe do I need to cut down on these bills that I don't need, like maybe TV shows, Netflix? Maybe can I cut down on that for a month, 2 months? You know, can I stop eating out all the time? You know, can I stop buying foods, or maybe buy foods maybe that will keep me awake so that I can take overtime at the job that I'm working? Or, you know, maybe I'm trading and I always aren't able to wake up at 5 a.m. to get up and trade because I trade at 5 a.m. So let me buy some healthy foods or something that can keep me awake and give me that energy to get up in the morning. Or do I need to go and drink some water in the morning to get up? You know, just simple things, basic things that people tend to overlook to get to the point that you want to be at. And so for me, I think that these are some pretty important things in my perspective that I think can help, you know, when it comes to just trying to accomplish goals without feeling like you're not getting anything done. And, you know, because of this whole social media and instant gratification, people tend to see only the highlight reels of people's lives. They use that to compare to their own life, and it just starts to kill everything that they got going on because they're worried about what somebody else is doing because they're doing it better or whatnot. And you just never know what this other person's got going on in their life. Maybe they scam their way into whatever they're doing. You know, you just don't know. And now you're trying to chase somebody who's doing something very illegal in whatever niche he's, you know, maybe he's finessing people, you know, off a course or something. Who knows? You just never know. So I feel like it's best to just worry about what you got going on again and again. You know, just follow the right people in your niche that you can trust and will guide and give you the way. You know, I've mentioned some of these things in one of my previous videos a while back on, you know, why you should take social media breaks. And I think that is very important too in your grind and your chase to get to a next level. You know, you need to be able to keep that focus, determination, and just be confident in what you got going on and not have to look at what other people are doing to then validate what you're doing. You know, you should do this on your own, and I believe introspection is a big part of that, and probably the most important thing that I said in here. So I wanted to keep this video short because, again, these are just convos with Frankie T. So if you are liking the content, you know, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and just sharing this with a friend. You know what I'm saying? We're always dropping videos at least 2 times a week, typically from Mondays to Fridays. I'm trying that out, so we'll see how that goes. But, you know, I thank everybody, you know, who likes and subscribes and everything. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
2 times.
Hey, T-Mills, hey, I need that guap in my hand. 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 I need that guap in my hand.